Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cashback. Hey guys, welcome to episode 9 of the Career Mode RTG. There are 6 games to go in the League 2 season. We're in the playoffs as we speak. We've 5 games in the month of April and 1 currently in the month of May. However, we are in the playoffs, so if we qualify for the playoffs, there will be at least 2, hopefully 3 more games in the month of May. So we'll know by the end of this month, I hope, whether we have or have not qualified for the playoffs or not. So we might or might not be playing Macclesfield in today's episode. I'm going to play Mansfield and simulate Newport at home, simulate Swindon at home, play Forest Green away over the Easter weekend, and then simulate Morecambe at home, with the view to potentially playing Macclesfield away at the end of the episode if we need to ensure our playoff status. We're currently 10 points away from the automatic promotion spots, which is pretty much impossible. 18 points available, 10 points to gap, with 3 other teams fighting for that third spot. It's just not going to happen. But there are a number of teams that are fighting for that 6th and 7th place in the league table. Currently, we are the best of the rest, but we shall have to wait and see if we can remain that way. I hope so. We actually did very well yesterday. In a couple of the simulated games, we had a couple of dodgy results, but in the games we played, we were very, very good. And, crucially, it started to score goals as well. We'll be getting 2 or 3 in a game rather than just 1. So that bodes well for the end of the season, and hopefully we can keep that going as we push towards a potential playoff finish. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Make sure you subscribe to the channel too to ensure you don't miss out on any further content. There will have been an Achieve and Leave episode uploaded earlier on today, and there was one yesterday as well, so do make sure you don't miss out on any content on the channel. But right now, I am solely focused on qualifying for the playoffs. Can't. Cross to Benning down the left. Mansfield pushing to get the first chance of the game. They have, there is the first chance again. They drilled it wide though. They have the best home record in the league. Even after 40 games, 20 of which at home, they are unbeaten. They're challenging with Lincoln for the league title, and they are hands down the best side with regards home form all season long. Unbeaten at this stage of the season at home is truly remarkable, especially in a league that's as competitive as League 2 is. Very, very impressive. And as such, I'm expecting to be on the back foot for the majority of the game. But that's actually worked in our favour in a few games recently, where we've been able to pounce on the counter-attack with the pace of Aziz and Amu and get ourselves some good results. So I don't mind too much being slightly defensive for the majority of the game, if it means we can get a result from it. They're going to get another corner here, Mansfield, in the 25th minute. And Khan will deliver it into the middle. Here it arrives, and up we go with Perella, and he's headed that away well. He continues to grow brilliantly too. Had some great growth from our Scout Future Star, and we'll of course be using another one next year as well if we can. Round across here to Vega. Go out wide to Jake Carroll, and Banku could make the run down the line. She's done. White's closing me down though, but we turn inside nicely. Inside looking for Adi Aziz. I've got runners all around me. Can we find the through ball? Yes, we can. The effort is wide. Vega got his first goal for the club yesterday, but not able to add to that today. Really good effort. If that had spun a little bit, look at the lack of movement. If that had spun at all, it would have gone in, but it didn't. It just kind of went up and it went down again. Slightly too far past the post. Howison. Forward there to Amu. Inside to Giovanni Brown. Across to Vega. It's good football. Amu trying to utilise his pace here to get around the corner. He's done that well. He's worked an angle for a shot. That's a good save by Logan. Now is it perhaps our turn to try and push for a goal? Win that header. Oh, he hasn't. And they'll clear it away. Only as far as Jake Carroll on his left foot hits that well for a left back. But unfortunately, again, comfortable save for Logan. My best chances of the game so far, easily. Great, even more. Maybe. Vega, Howison, Aziz. Arriving here is Vega again. Vega! Another good save by Logan. There's a reason they're undefeated so far at home. It's because they're very, very good. But Banku will maybe try again. Oh, and another good save by Logan. What a goalkeeper he's proving to be here. David Amu. Quickly, Howison to Vega. Again, Vega. This time, straight at the keeper rather than forcing a more difficult save from him. Talk about a spell of pressure, though. Unfortunately, not able to make it pay. Can't. Too close. Ball crossed in. Keeper can punch. Needs to get himself back in between the sticks, though, because the effort is coming in, but it's comfortably saved for him. Mansfield have been really difficult to play against. Other than that brief spell just before half-time, I haven't really been able to create much against them, but hopefully, between now and the end of the game, we might be able to sneak a goal. Here's Walker. Turns well. Good block by Carroll. It'll be another throw. There's only 5 minutes to go here. Can't get to that with Banku. Elsnick. Mansfield still pushing. He's onside here, was he? He was. What a save by Quinones. That was unreal. How he was able to find himself that much space in the box, I'm not sure. That's him on the knee, but it's remarkably accurate, and it's a brilliant save by the keeper down low. Technique was good. He just mistimed it, but still got the required angle on it to force the save out of the keeper. Mellis knocks that back over, and Benning will get it back to him. We're really under pressure here from Mansfield, have been for about 15 in-game minutes. It's been a similar end to the second half for them as we got in the first. But we weren't able to find a way through, and so far they haven't been able to either. Aziz, oh, what a tackle from close. Thankfully Reggie Lamb steps in. If we can get a last-minute winner, it would be huge for our season. But I've given the ball away, so we're not going to get a last-minute winner. So it will not be huge for our season, but avoiding defeat here against Mansfield is massive, considering they are where they are in the league right now and the season they're having. 0-0 draw against them. They remain undefeated at home so far all season after 21 games. Ridiculous, really, but we didn't lose, and that's the most important thing, because games like that are ones that you would ordinarily write off. So I'm really pleased to have avoided defeat there. We'll go and simulate the next two, and hopefully we can pick up the points required. Osadebe is disappointed not to start, but unfortunately for him, he was never going to get a chance there. We shall have a quick train. I will... Actually, what I'll do, I'm going to go and set up some presets, and then we'll carry on from there. Right, I've set up presets for defenders, attackers, and midfielders. So we should be able to train everybody now moving forward with regards to the youngsters, and we can just add and adjust those presets as we get more young people into the club. We're going to continue on with a game simulated at home against Newport that, fingers crossed, we can get a good result from. And then we can push forward into the game against Swindon before then playing against Forest Green. Oh, Sheehan gets himself booked, but then scores 3 minutes later. I mean, looks like we're going to be 1-0 down at half-time here against Newport County. I think we beat them last time we played them, Newport. Although I can't quite remember off the top of my head. Be very pleased if we could get ourselves a point from this situation. 10 minutes to go. Only the goal and the booking so far, and that's all she wrote. Barely anything happened in that game. That was certainly one to forget. Sees us drop to 8th in the league. I just trained the midfielders, so I shall now go and train my attackers. I say my attackers, it's basically just Morris. Theo Robinson is getting an opportunity to train as well, but he looks average at best, to be completely honest, even with his future potential, so I'm not going to concentrate too much on him. We have Swindon next, who are 9th. Swindon, who are 9th in the table, you can see, or could have seen there. We have another scout report to come back. 64 to 84 for Toby Kelly. I still want that to narrow further before I commit. 65 to 89, £400,000 valuation. I'm going to say yes to him. No, no. 65 to 87, no. 65 to 89, both valued at 50,000, and overalls under 46 is certainly going to be a no. Oof. Someone else added though. Let's see what he looks like before we progress slightly further forward. Where are you, sir? Oscar Hill. 61 rated currently, 65 to 89 potential. They're good physicals. Low agility and balance, frustratingly, but good technicals actually as well for this stage of his career. That's very promising. I can certainly add him to a preset. We do have a number of central midfielders now, though, with Vega and Howison. Osadebe Watkins, Maris, Giovanni Brown filling up the cam role again now. It's very, very busy in the centre of midfield. So perhaps I shall start to prioritise other positions with regards acquisitions coming into the club. Perelic himself booked after a minute, which doesn't bode well for this game against Swindon. Come on, boys. This is important. McCourt gets booked for Swindon as well. Then Richards picks up an injury. Picks up a knock. Doty scores for Swindon. This would move them above us in the league. Ordinarily, it's the home games that give you the best possible results when simulating, and the away ones, the ones you definitely lose. A Moo with an 85th minute goal that could be absolutely vital. That keeps us in contention. We're still just 3 points behind Crawley with 3 games to go in the league season, and with Forest Green coming up next. Rodrigo Vargas is on his way back from injury, and he says he's ready to play, which is good news. It's Forest Green for us up next in a game that we certainly have to win. Giovanni Brown, forward to Banku. Jabbo starts up top today as Aziz is running very low on stamina, and even though Vargas said he was fit to start, it wouldn't let me put him into the starting lineup for this game. So he's on the bench. Probably will come on at half-time at the latest for Jabbo, because I'm not expecting him to be able to provide me much. Banku's turned well though, and that effort was on target, and Montgomery does well at the second attempt to hold on to it. Fierce strike from the left winger, but after stinging the palms of the keeper, he's able to recover. Dunk into Brown. Maris. Vega to Brown again. That's good football. You need the runs from midfield. Maris is providing one. Halliday can get this down the line there to Harrison Dunk, who's left-footed, so I will want to turn onto that left. We get the cross in, and it will find Banku at the back post. We'll look for Jabbo in the middle. Win that header, please, Jabs. He has done, heads it back across goal, but Montgomery with a comfortable save to deny us. Still not coming away with the ball. He's trying his hardest here, Harrison Dunk. He's running around like a headless chicken. He just can't get possession. Mills into Digby. Back to Mills again. There's the cross eventually, but Perella heads away, but not far. It's good football here from Forest Green. Wide. That was troublesome, but thankfully didn't cause too many major issues. Corner for Forest Green. 25 minutes to go. Still locked at 0-0. Lloyd James delivers it, and Vega heads it up, but not necessarily away. Winchester will get it back from Rawson. Could shoot here. Decides against it. James to Winchester again. Forest Green have had a lot of the ball in the past 20 in-game minutes since half-time, but we've weathered the storm. Deutsch. To Gunning. Nice tackle by Vega. Dunk chasing after it. Can't get to it first. Here's Digby. Out to Gavin Gunning again. This is good from Forest Green. Ruben Reid, come on. They've kept the ball so well, Forest Green. In fact, I don't imagine how much possession they've had in this second half. I've barely had a touch of the ball. James across here to Shepherd. Forward there to Winchester. Given away. Counter-attack is on. Vargas to Banku. I'm going to need some support though. At the minute it's not there. Here's Giovanni Brown. Vargas was well offside. I shouldn't have played that pass. And that will be game over at 0-0, I would have thought. Unless they score on this counter-attack now. So they do stand a good chance of doing. Winchester lets that run. Here's Doige. There is a man at the back post. Forest Green could have won it with literally the last kick of the game. But he's hit the side netting. It's a 0-0 draw and a point apiece. A game of, yeah, very few chances. I had 2, both of which came in the first half. I'm not sure what that does for the league table. Really not sure what that does for the league table. We are a point outside the playoffs. Oldham and Swindon ahead of us. Crawley 5 points clear. So it's basically ourselves, Swindon, Bury and Oldham fighting for one playoff spot. Fighting for one playoff spot. I'm going to go train and then we'll have the next game. Right, Morecambe at home. Simulate the game. We will be playing Macclesfield at the end of the episode in that final 46th league game to see if we can get ourselves a promotion playoff spot. Victory here against Morecambe would be huge considering how tight the league is around us. Bury drawing currently with Tranmere. Amu gives us a 1-0 lead. That could be huge. Swindon winning 2-0, so they're around us. That means they're going to push and be around about the playoff spot with us as well. Oldham also winning by 2-1. And Moo gets the second. Ellison pulls one back. Vega injured, but we do get the win. Massive. Absolutely huge for us. Now, how long is that injury going to keep him out for? We are still, all three sides won. We are still a point outside the playoffs with 1 game to go. He's up for 6 weeks, Vega. He will not play any further part in our league season. We shall take him out. We'll throw George Maris in. And then we shall... I'm going to have to put Watkins in there. I might even... actually... let's throw Dunk in there instead. Right. Macclesfield on the final day for the chance to play in the playoffs. Not only are we missing Vega, we're now missing Banku as well. He has broken his leg and he's out for 5 months. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Just what we needed heading into this game. Archie Harrison, 59 rated now. Still growing well. Elliot Lee, 78 to 94 potential on him still. His physicals aren't that impressive though, to be fair. Would really like those to improve. Isaac Morris, a right mid, still growing relatively well, 56 rated. Ewan Edwards, 54 now, training him heavily. And Oscar Hill, 61 rated. Still looking like a very promising young player to bring into the fold at some point moving forward. But for now, it's time to go and play Macclesfield in a do-or-die game. Here's Fitzpatrick breaking in behind. Cross comes in, headed away by Greg Taylor. Only as far as Jujin. Into Rose. Forward there to Smith. Backs in. Rose! Always rising. Down the line there to Arthur. Swept in. Might reach the teammate. It does. He's somehow got it back to Arthur. And into the middle it comes, but Perella hacks clear. Under real pressure from Macclesfield here. Vincenti again. He's been at the heart of everything for them. But Harrison steals it away. And we will complete the clearance. I'm going to have to look inside for support. Although Bradley Halliday now on the overlap at right back. Driving forward well here, Bradley. Still going. There's the delivery blocked and it'll be a corner. Come on. Harrison with the ball in. Whipped well. Won by Perella. Swept away by the defender as he was about to reach a teammate. It's Perella that the ball was dropped to again. Here's George Maris. It's blocked well. Cross there to Amu. Turns well. Still in the box here. David Amu. David Amu! Good save by Taylor. Oh, it wouldn't let me change to Reggie Lamb to close that down. Got the 2 goals against Morecambe to give us a victory, David Amu. He's trying his hardest to force the issue here against Macclesfield as well. Whittaker into Smith. This is horrible. Goal for Macclesfield. 1-0 down in the 40th minute. We've not created much, and what we have created has been saved by the keeper. At the minute, we are staring another season in League 2 square in the face. Maris through to Aziz. Hold the man off. He's done well. Back looking for Maris. Oh, why is your pass so bad?
It's a second goal for Northampton Town. 59 minutes.
Northampton have equalised against Oldham. Massive. It's 2-2. If we can force 2 goals and Swindon slip up as well, we might find ourselves in with a chance. That was a cross. Oh, my Lord. Please do what I'm asking you to with the controller. Reggie Lamb looking to find Giovanni Brown. It's it back to Reggie Lamb. Stands the ball up to the back post. Amu should keep this in. Wasn't the best of crosses. Oh, things are starting to go our way in other games, but will they go our way in the game that we're playing? No, they won't. Giovanni to Maris. Reggie just made the worst run for me there. Giovanni Brown to David Amu. Aziz is there. Giovanni Brown around the corner. Giovanni Brown! Come on! You've got to score that! At least get it on target! Giovanni! Oh, Jesus wept. That's where we're not good enough. We have had a very low scoring season, all told. And at the end of the day, that's the reason why we're looking like we're not going to get promotion this year. We haven't been good enough in front of goal. Defensively, we've been pretty solid. Midfield-wise, creativity-wise, we've been good in most games. But I haven't had the clinical touch up front. In Season 2, certainly we need at least one, if not two strikers to give ourselves a really, really good chance of getting automatic promotion next year. I'm not even contemplating playoffs in Season 2. It's automatic or nothing. Giovanni Brown, round to David Amu. Into the box. Can't find a teammate. It will drop to Bradley Halliday, though. It wasn't meant to go to Jake Carroll, but it is what it is. It has done. Reggie Lamb into Giovanni Brown. Gets away from two. His shot's blocked and cleared away. Giovanni Brown to George Maris. Amu making moves. Oh, ref, get out of the fucking way! Come on. Oh, my Lord. Someone has the opportunity to race in behind, and then the referee gets in the way. It's not to be my day, is it? We are staying in League 2 for next season. We're not going to score 2 goals in this final few moments. We're not even going to have the chance to score 1, I don't think. They come closer to scoring a second, and we get the chance of equalising. How can you not throw that to your teammate? We've not been good enough. At the end of the day, we've not been good enough. The best teams, after 46 games, will finish in the best positions. And we have not been good enough to finish in the top 7. Defeat against Macclesfield. It's probably 8th place for us in League 2 this season. In fact, maybe 9th. Swindon won by a goal to 0. Oldham turned it round against Northampton after they equalised to make it 3-2. Even if we had won, we would not have been promoted. We'd have finished in 9th on goal difference, I believe. Only 49 goals in 46 games. We know. See, defensively, we were better than MK Dons in 4th and Crawley in 5th. Nearly as good as Lincoln in 2nd. It's scoring goals that's the main issue for this team. And that's the issue we have to address next season. 46 games played, 18 wins, 14 draws, 14 defeats, and a 9th place finish in League 2 in Season 1. Certainly a platform to build on. £1 million added to the transfer budget for next season, which will come very much in handy. I'm going to go and offer some contracts to my better players to ensure that they stay. Actually, let's just on the defenders. Let's train the midfielders now. The key positions for next season to sign in are going to be striker. I'm happy elsewhere in the team. We've got plenty of central midfielders. I would like another winger, especially now that Banku's going to be out for a considerable period of time. A very considerable period of time by the looks of things. But we'll wait and see what happens in the new season. I will give you a quick season roundup at the very end of the episode. But overall, I'm happy with Season 1. But it would have been nice to get promotion. But still, we can't be too disheartened. We've certainly improved as a team. The squad have gotten better. And no doubt in Season 2 they will improve yet further. And automatic promotion is the aim next year. If not the league title. It depends on who comes down from League 1. But targets set on automatic promotion for Season 2. Was never going to go promotion, promotion, promotion in this save. There was always going to be slip-ups along the way. So we shall take it in our stride and hope for better in Season 2. But I'll cut now and I'll show you a quick season roundup. Right, very quickly then, the league, as you saw, finished with us in 9th. Mansfield, Lincoln, Exeter getting promoted. Have a quick look at the other competitions around England. The FA Cup was won by Manchester City with a 2-1 win over Liverpool. Congratulations to City. The Carabao Cup was won by Wolves with Sunderland in the final. Certainly didn't expect that. The playoffs were won by Oldham in the end by 2-0 against Port Vale. Fair play to them. Congratulations. In Europe, the Champions League was won by Barcelona with a 1-0 win over Manchester City. And the Europa League was won by Juventus with a 3-0 convincing win over Napoli. Have a quick look and see who won the Premier League and who's actually going to be joining us in League 2 next year. City won the Premier League, so they've won the double. With United finishing 2nd, Spurs 3rd, Arsenal 4th. Make your own jokes. Chelsea 5th, Liverpool 6th. Surprised to see Liverpool in 6th. Huddersfield rock bottom. Cardiff 19th and Fulham 18th. So they'll all go down. Going up are Villa and Stoke and one of Forest, Middlesbrough, Derby and Leeds. Then into League 1 will be Ipswich, Rotherham, Preston. In League 1 going up are Sunderland and Scunthorpe. Peterborough, Portsmouth, Oxford and Plymouth will play it out in the playoffs. And joining us next season in League 2 will be Gillingham, Accrington, Rochdale and Bristol Rovers. Gillingham winning only 3 of 46 games and Accrington only winning 4 of 46 games. Talk about not being cut out for the level that you're playing at. That was outrageous. Wow, that's terrible. With regards to squad, we'll have a quick look through and see everybody's stats. So David Ford went down 2, unfortunately, this year. He was very good for me. Mitov is up 9, thanks to his training. Will probably take over as my #1 goalkeeper starting next season. Finley Iron is up 2. Leon Davies is up 1. Bradley Halliday up 2 at right back. Harry Darning up 2. He didn't play for me this year, though. George Taft, no growth. Perella up 6 with the training, and will continue to train him next year, although I might have to slow down a little bit in case he outgrows me and wants to leave. Lewis John up 1. Greg Taylor, no growth for him. A little bit of decline, avoiding decline with a little bit of growth, which is good news despite being 29. No growth for Jake Carroll anywhere. Norville Williams is up 2 to 49. Woo. Edison Vega still out for ages with that broken tibia. Amu, any growth for him? Nothing, but crucially no decline as well. Reggie Lamb, nothing for him. Bejarano's up 1, but he wants to leave. Howison is up 2 to 65. He's been great for me, really growing very well indeed. George Maris up 2 to 62. Osadebe up 1 to 59. Actually plays a lot better than that 59 rating suggests. Lee Watkins is up to 50. No growth for Harrison Dunk. Probably once I've gotten a replacement in for... Oh, it's Banku that was injured. Sorry, not Bejarano, who I mentioned earlier on. Banku is still out injured for 5 months, but he's grown a little bit since arriving at the club. Giovanni Brown, growth, which is good considering he didn't play that many games in the end. Had a great pre-season, but never really transferred that into the league games. Nicholas Edwards is up 2 to 56, although he's really not very good. Similarly with Jonathan Robertson, I'm probably going to release both of those guys next season. Adi Aziz up 3. He will leave us next season. He scored 16 goals in all comps, 15 in 40 League 2 games. We do need a clinical striker next year. Vargas got 8 in 27. He will lead the line at the beginning of Season 2 for us. Tom Knowles and Matt Foy will also probably... I think Tom Knowles' contract runs out. Foy, he's just not very good. And Jabbo will leave us as well as his contract expires and all of his stats have been dropping and he was woeful. Scored 2 goals in 22 appearances this season. All in all, a positive season, but a season that wasn't quite good enough. Next year, though, we will be good enough. We must get promoted in Season 2. I'll see you tomorrow as we crack things off with the transfer window.